What's the name?
Lance.
Lance. What the f did I just hear, Lance?
That sounded like Lance.
No, I said Nance. That's what I said, Nance.
It sounded like Lance.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
I'm not gay.
This
How about we do
Hollywood.
this?
If you untie me, I will literally suck your right now.
Do not take your blindfolds off. Do not.
I'll cradle the balls,
Get down, get down, get down. Down, down, down.
stroke the shaft, work the pipe, and swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this. Take your goddamn blindfold off! Everyone must look. Everyone must look.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and an interesting little update surrounding the Lightyear film, which has completely tanked at the box office. You know, I don't think there's anything in this film that's really of note. I think there are a lot of reasons why it flopped, mainly because Disney decided to turn it into a political discussion around the film rather than just talk about the film itself, but also, probably just as importantly, not having Tim Allen voice Buzz Lightyear. I know that the lore of Toy Story says that Tim Allen toy of Buzz Lightyear and not the actual Buzz Lightyear, and so therefore it had to be Chris Evans. Definitely had nothing to do with him being an uber progressive and Tim Allen being a super mild conservative. He was just better for the job, apparently. And now after the movie completely tanked, and by the way, Disney's going to lose money on this. Pixar, there's going to be a reckoning at Pixar almost certainly after this, because new information points that, in fact, that sweet girl-on-girl action was shoehorned in the film to literally check a box and was never a part of the actual story. I'm sure you're absolutely shocked. You know what would be better than watching another woke garbage Pixar movie? Playing a mobile app. Check this out. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Mech Arena. Look, there's a lot of shooters out there right now, but this game really stands out. Mech Arena is a 5v5 mech shooter that's casual and fun, but also just great to look at. It's bright, the maps and mechs are really sleek and varied, and it runs smoothly and looks good on almost any device. I like it because I can invite literally anyone to come play the game with me. Look, I have a huge hangar of mechs that I go through with each particular match. When I set it up, my thought process is really around what kind of weapons and what kind of upgrades does this particular mech have, and how does it fit the surroundings and how the other players might be playing. Mech Arena's got a ton happening this month, including Battle Pass Season 7, where you can get your hands on some absolutely amazing new skins and a bunch of other goodies. There's also a brand new pilot, Zephania, along with some new weapons coming out, high-level versions of the Voltaic RPGs. Check out my skin. What I like most about it is if you watch my channel, you know exactly who it is. And the combination between the blues and the blacks and the whites just make it look sleek and fast and more intimidating. Also, the game is completely free to play on Android and iOS right now. If you use my personal link to get a free starter pack worth $45, an exclusive no quarter skin, that's our skin, 358 coins, and 50,000 credits to help kickstart your game. So don't wait around, get into Mech Arena, get into your hangar, start customizing, start thinking about outplaying your opponents in your hangar before you ever even log into the game. Check it out. Hey, give the game a try. Even if you try it, you help the channel out, and I have a feeling you like it. I've been playing it for a long time, getting into it myself. Despite her significance, according to the LA Times, Lightyear director Angus MacLane reveals that Alicia wasn't even in the movie's original pitch. Instead, earlier versions of the story paired Buzz with a space ranger and pilot with whom he also shared a romantic relationship. What? Are you saying that that you're admitting to cramming this in for diversity's sake and it wasn't an organic story-driven addition? I, for one, am shocked. The highly anticipated, by who, Pixar film grossed $51 million domestically during its first week A disappointing result considering analysts had predicted an opening weekend of about 70 million, which is also a lie. They're retconning that. I saw dozens of articles predicting between 100 and 120 million dollars. And they're going back and trying to pretend like, oh, well, we thought it would do 70 or 80. No, we all saw it. Cassandra Smith, once again, wokeness ends a goose that was laying golden eggs. I mean, sure seems like it. I mean, you know, like, lol, significance. They always try to add this stuff to kid movies, go woke, go broke. Really? But they had to force the agenda to get it again, huh? Ha ha ha. Poof. Proof. Some still can't or don't want to see it. Really? Barf. Well, just another reason I don't need to spend money on Disney. When are you going to learn? Color me unsurprised. The romance was fine with me. The issue is overall writing of the story was pretty bleh. The thing is, people will go see. They tried to make Buzz Lightyear also into men. Lord have mercy. The pandering and clear child. I don't know. I don't think that they said that he was going to be male. No, that's not what he said. So now we know that this was just shoehorned in at the last minute to stick it to the traditional conservative goofs out there or whatever. Now, there are multiple reasons why Lightyear did not do well in the theater. First and foremost, you know, I think each of these you might weigh equally. Obviously, the largely political discussion around the film. Dads didn't want to go to Father's Day to see this film, quite frankly. Second of all, inflation. People are spending less money at the movie theater, you know, and I think that's probably like a smaller reason. Not having Tim Allen voice him was an obvious political move by Pixar. I don't care what anybody says. You could have just as easily used Tim Allen to voice him, but you didn't because he's a conservative, an open conservative. There's also, of course, you know, parents not wanting to be forced into having the discussion with their kids because they took them to a Disney movie. Now, you can make the same argument that, like, oh, well, a man and a woman have a relationship, and so parents never complain about having to describe that. Sure, but that's the kind of default setting for 99% of kids. So you don't have to explain anything to them about it. It's just something that literally comes naturally to them, and they don't need it explained. Again, no problem with it. You know, no problem with it. But this is the road that Disney wanted to go down. Pixar essentially put their foot down and said it had to be in the movie, and now it tanked. Here in this article, the film had been projected to open to more than 75 million in North America and over 125 globally. And it absolutely tanked. The reality of the fact is, yes, there are also people trained who are trained to see Pixar movies come out on Disney Plus. So maybe there are people that were waiting for this movie to come out on Disney Plus. It's obviously much cheaper to have waited or to wait and then watch the movie. There's nothing time sensitive about a weird spin-off movie. It's not Toy Story. I think people are underselling on purpose your average Toy Story's viewers' interest in this film. I think had they had done it right, had it have been voiced by Tim Allen, had maybe there been cameos by some of the other characters in Toy Story, more obvious cameos or something, especially in the trailer, it would have done much better. But it never really seemed like a Lightyear movie, and it completely tanked. And now movie theaters are pushing back and literally fast forwarding through the scene. You can see this Oklahoma movie theater reverses course after the woke mob came after them, after posting a sign warning viewers about the scene in Lightyear. Many people posted online about a sign reading that the 89er theater would fast forward through a scene showing a female character kissing another female. Sign, warning, attention parents. The management of this theater discovered after booking Lightyear that there is a girl-on-girl scene within the first 30 minutes of the movie. We will do all we can to fast forward through that scene, but it might not be exact. We apologize for any inconvenience this late discovery of the scene causes. Now, Obviously, I think there are far worse things than a woman kissing a woman in a cartoon. I don't think that it's like the end of the world. But also, I don't see any problem whatsoever with the theater telling parents about it. It almost seems like the outrage came around being discovered, right? They wanted people to be caught off guard and consume it without knowing it was there. It almost seems nefarious to me. The level of backlash was massive, and you just wonder why. I mean, certainly we can respect people's religious beliefs, right? We can at least agree on that, or can we not? Because, you know, wokeism, I suppose, is a religion too. But, I mean, certainly there would be, maybe this town was particularly religious or had, you know, deep religious, you know, community, and they wanted to put it in there. Or maybe some parents had complained about it. Now, I don't think, again, I don't think it's a big deal, but also this theater can certainly put this up if they want. I mean, don't you think? Woke mob comes after theater that plan to fast forward through the Lightyear scene. And this is the press now around the movie, right? Not that it was a mediocre but enjoyable film, which is probably what people should be saying. In Kingfisher, Oklahoma, a movie theater posted a sign at its location that said it would fast forward through the scene of the Toy Story spinoff. I don't know about fast forwarding through it, but they could have at least, you know, I would have had far less of a problem with people just, you know, saying, hey, this is a kid's movie. Be aware of this. Let parents decide. But the social medias didn't like that and posted the sign online to rally the troops. And after, of course, claims of bigotry and phobia, the theater reversed course before the release was showed the film uninterrupted. The scene in question, of course, whatever, I don't care. It's understandable why a theater would oppose promoting political messaging and the girl-on-girl action for kids. Kids should be able to go to the theater without a film bombarding them with social justice messaging. If that offends you, then you're part of the problem and probably a creepy MSNBC viewer. This is via Outkick. Nonetheless, the theater caved to the mob, and as so many have, the woke won, and each kid at the theater got to see two women enjoy themselves. A win for society, am I right? It's unclear how many tickets the Kingfisher sold to this film, but we will take the under on whatever that guess is. Lightyear is a dud, debuting only $51 million over its 3-day opening. Moviegoers do not like woke films. This is true, especially when the film is for children. Doubly true. What's next is we assume the theater will issue some sort of apology, all those pretending to be offended at the location's initial idea of fast-forwarding the kiss scene. Yeah. I mean, I would probably say that the kiss scene, you know, fast is a little far probably, but, you know, posting about it I don't think is any issue whatsoever. And again, we don't know if there were tons of parents that actually complained about it. You know, this is a movie that has been banned in several foreign countries, like Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, I believe China as well. It also received some pushback from conservatives in the United States. The filmmakers defend the inclusion as the scene is necessary and told the LA Times that every other workaround felt just a little less authentic. Really? But you lied, because now we know, although Lightyear's Alicia Hawthorne makes a milestone for LGBTQ inclusion in a Pixar film, she was never really supposed to be in it. They threw in there because of the parental rights in act in Florida. Despite her significance, the director revealed that Alicia wasn't in the movie's original pitch. Instead, earlier versions of the story paired Buzz with a space ranger and pilot with whom he also shared a romantic relationship. So this is proof that they shoehorned it in, and that's exactly the type of thinking that leads to massive Hollywood flops. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.